They pulled out a Pichu. Nick, look, you're in the game. This is our very first Pichu, I think. And Hope pulling out the Sora. Very good choice. I was actually watching all the character reveal trailers again, and man, I forgot how much I really loved Sora. Like, the trailer was so freaking sick, and I'm still not too crazy about Sora's playstyle in this game, but man, he's honestly super, super cool to be having in this game. Oh. All right, looks like both players are just spacing each other out at the moment. They know that each character can combo each other into oblivion, especially with Pichu. With a light character like Sora, Pichu can easily wipe out his stock. But of course, you know, Pichu being the lightest character in the game, he can also be able to wipe out a lot of people. Sora's recovery is actually really interesting to me, mostly because of the fact that you can technically recover in multiple ways. The problem is his recovery is actually fairly slow, and because of the fact that it's so slow, you can easily counteract a lot of his recovery options if you can read it in time. Of course, that entirely depends on your internet to see how that performs. Pichu is sitting at 120 damage. He is living way too long. And, well, lo and behold. His Pichu is actually really good. Really? I'm really, I'm not saying that they aren't doing that, but like, it's mostly they're kind of just spacing out Sora at the moment. I'm kind of waiting for an explosive Pichu combo that I've seen plenty of times before. But at the moment, it looks like mostly just like, man, honestly, that's one of the biggest issues with Pichu is the fact that he is so damn light. You gotta hope that you can kill your opponent before they get you. Also, it doesn't help that it can damage himself, but you know how it be. Ooh, Hope doing a very good job with the sharking with the thunder so far, though. That's actually what took 4's first stock. Oh, I don't think they were trying to reverse that thunder, though. Oh, no! They didn't match the input the second input. Oh, man. Like, okay, Save Frog, okay, listen. Even if Save Frog is down to 1 stock and Hope has 3, like, Sora's a light enough character and Pichu is a strong enough character to actually close out these stocks fairly quick. It's just whether or not Pichu can survive long enough to pull it off. Because, like I said, Pichu will rack up damage on himself regardless of Sora. Oh, man. Pichu's just, honestly, one of the bigger issues with Pichu is definitely disjoints. And even though Sora doesn't have the biggest disjoint in the world, he definitely has a disjoint that'll keep Pichu at bay for the most part. And unfortunately, I feel like Pikachu might be better. It's definitely better than Pichu in this regard because Pikachu actually can shrink down his hitboxes comparatively to Pichu. It's actually super fascinating because, like, I think Pikachu actually has a smaller hitbox to Pichu, and that is so freaking weird. I think it's entirely because of that nerf that Pichu got at the beginning of the game where they made his ears so much bigger. Ooh, yeah, like this does not look good for Save Frog. First game goes to Hope. Don't want to be rude, but it definitely felt like Save Frog was kind of struggling with their character for a while. Sora isn't a matchup you like at all. Yeah, Sora's just like, if you don't know how to play around Sora, Sora can be a little hard to get in on. But like, the main thing is be able to predict, like, not predict, but like get used to Sora's slowness, because a lot of people expect Sora to be a lot faster than he actually is, and his moves just come out very slow, and he has a ton of end lag too. So it's like, you just gotta know the times to punish Sora. Pichu is your favorite Lucario MU since they do so much work for you? Mm-hmm. If you're all called correctly, Pichu also inflicts damage on himself with... Yes, that is entirely correct, Booch. How you doing, by the way? Pichu actually used to be one of the best characters in the game. For a long time, people might even say it was the best character in the game. But those nerfs came hard, and they did not look back since. Pichu's biggest nerf was the F-tilt no longer killing at 70% at ledge. Okay, to be fair on that one, that was a justified nerf. You should not have an F-tilt that kills at 70% at ledge. Even Roy doesn't have that. You have to get on stage for Roy to be able to get away with an F-tilt kill. Yeah, I figured as such. Frog pulling out their main of Marth. Ganon says, okay, to be fair, Ganon needs it. Pichu does not need it. Like, Ganon is so slow, he doesn't have armor.
3, 2, 1.
He flails around like a nerd. Ganon needs a lot. Dude, if there's one thing I want them to do in the next game, they need to redesign Ganon. He needs to stop being a Falcon clone. For the God's sakes, he is part of one of the biggest franchises in the world and is the main villain of it. How the hell is he so lame? Okay, Marth's sitting at 90% right now, but knowing Frog, they are really good at spacing out their tippers. Ooh, good patience on avoiding the up smash. That run-up smash really should have worked, and it didn't, thankfully. Ooh, Frog definitely is playing around ledge a lot. They definitely don't want to accidentally fumble into a magic attack from Sora. Sora's... Okay, don't get me wrong. I definitely think Sora's Nair loops are insane, as demonstrated right there. But I feel like Sora definitely is a character that you gotta know the playstyle of. Every single Sora plays very differently. Some Soras play very aggro. Some Soras play around their magic. Some Soras play super defensive and farm for that counter kill. But all Soras, they love keeping you in the air. Sora loves dominating you in the air. That sounds really bad. But yeah, Sora is a character who thrives in aerial combat. As long as he can keep a character in disadvantage state, Sora has an amazing advantage. Ooh, unfortunate. Oh, interesting. No punish on the fall down from the uppy. Interesting by Hope. I guess they must have accidentally misinput a backwards input. Ooh, I thought Sora was about to SD there. Yeah, you gotta be real careful with Sora's Sonic Blade. That thing likes to go with a mind of its own sometimes. Okay, Frog is sitting at 124. Ooh, unfortunately, they got caught with an up air. Yeah, also Fire Aga. Man, that is such a good combo starter if you can get close enough to it. Like, again, Sora's biggest weakness is he's surprisingly slow for a combo-heavy character. Like, he's definitely better than we give him credit. Oh, man, the catch with the up air. That's so unfortunate. Hope is definitely keeping Frog out at the moment. Frog really has trouble with this matchup, it appears. Honestly, like, I find, like, the best strategy against Sora, just let him come at you. Like, he has a kill throw, don't get... Oh, no. Yeah, that's one of the biggest issues with Marth versus Lucina. Like, if Marth doesn't get a tipper, he doesn't kill. Like, if that was Lucina, that absolutely would have killed earlier, so he had to fish for another forward air. Unfortunately, Sora's also a floaty character, so for characters who aren't, like, extremely fast, like, say, Sheik or Mithra, yeah, definitely going to have a hard time for them be able to get their normal combos off on Sora. Oh, unfortunately, the platform dragged Marth directly into the final hit of Thunder. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't kill. Marth was pretty high up on that platform. Ah, unfortunate. They just slide dashed right through it. At least I think. No, that's the slide dash. What am I talking about? I know slide dash. I know my Kingdom Hearts. Oh, man. That one would have been so good if they held out a little bit more. Very good DI by Hope. Oh, no. That might take it. Yep. There it goes. First match goes to Hope.